I don't really ever get nervous. I always get really anxious. Like right before I go on, I get butterflies. Lately, I've gotten a little more nervous, like depending on if I'm in a new city. But I think mainly it's just because I'm exhausted. Holy shit, we're here. My name is Detox, and I am 27 years old. I can do everything. I act, I sing, I rap, I dance. Let's send the rest of these clowns home. Where's everybody? The roller coaster rise of RuPaul's Drag Race was awesome. To sit back and you see, okay, well, here's where the direction of the show is going, and here's like the broadening horizon of the pop culture phenomenon that it was and is. So I got to like sit back and watch people f up, honestly, and see what not to do. And that was, you know, super rewarding for me. I was first approached to do RuPaul's Drag Race the first season. I made it pretty far in the casting process, and it just wasn't my year. And I'm thankful for that, honestly, because it, you know, season 5 is when it really started. Season 4 is when it started taking off for sure, but season 5, we put it on the map. Okay? Alaska Talks in the house. Alaska Talks is Roxy, Alaska, and Detox. Alaska Talks. At the time when Alaska Talks was happening, I didn't think it was gonna be a thing. And I don't think any of us did, except for Alaska, because that bitch is smart. To Roxy and I, at least, we were the smokers of the group. Anytime that you need a cigarette would be your escape from filming. So we would go out, kiki, hide our mics, talk about shit, talk about the other girls. And so it just kind of happened. And I didn't realize what a clique it looked like. I'm gonna cry if we talk about Roxy Andrews. Roxy, I know everyone has their opinions on Roxy Andrews, but to me, she is the epitome of a drag queen. She is the best drag queen in the world, hands down. Creates everything head to toe, is brilliant, and one of the kindest, sweetest people in the world, and is just my heart and soul.
Ladies, I hate to end on a sour patch, but I have one final question. Which one of you sweethearts does not deserve to be in the top 3? And why?
You know, that last episode, the whole time I remember just being like, I think I was so frustrated that I was not doing as well as I had anticipated, not doing as well that I knew that I could have done. And I was very disappointed in that, and I was taking it out so much. Not necessarily aggressively on Jinx, to her face. It's not really a school for girls, it's a competition for the best of the best. When it came down to that last episode, and I knew that it was her and I in the bottom, I was so frustrated because I was like, I've been in the game for a lot longer than her. We're very comparable. I didn't perform my best here. She's been blowing it out of the park, and that was frustrating to me. I was more disappointed in myself and my performance than this booger that was coming in and taking my spot in the top 3. So I wasn't disappointed in not winning, because I knew that I didn't deserve it, you know, and I knew that I was gonna win the reunion. So.
The totally addictive Detox.
Before anything went down, like before I even went to film it, I knew I wanted to do that for the reunion. I was like, either things are gonna go really well and I'm gonna do amazing, I'm gonna be in the top 3, and I'm gonna show out with that look and they will have no choice but to crown me. And then if things won't work out, I'm gonna show up and blow everybody away and still win the fucking reunion. And so it was my plan from like day 1. I had put more thought into that look than I did anything else on the show. I had hives the last like 3 weeks of filming. They thought I was allergic to something. And no, it was just stress. I was like, get off my dick. I'm fine. I totally still feel like I wasn't present during season 5, especially like watching reruns. I don't really watch the show that often, like my episodes, because I hate watching myself on TV. I think every kind of artist is like that. They don't like looking at their work. Like I wanted it for so long. I was so, in my head, was so ready for it. But everything leading up to the process of getting there was exhausting. My father was just getting sick. We weren't really sure what was happening with him yet, but we just knew there was something wrong. So that was very difficult to make the decision of whether I should, pursue my dreams or figure out what was going on with my family situation. And, I asked him before I left, I was like, look, I have this opportunity. Do you care if I go? We don't know what's going on with you. And he was like super encouraging of it. But I just never felt like I was there. Like I know I was doing well and I lasted till, episode, whatever, I was the top 4, which is amazing to like not be that present and to know that I wasn't there mentally and to still make it that far is awesome. I just wish that I would have been more present. Feel your puss down deep in your soul. I love drag. I love what I do. I'm so f***ing lucky to be able to have a career and to make a living off of something I love to do. I hate getting ready. It's the one thing I can't stand to do. I procrastinate. I don't want to get up and shave. I have to give myself at least 30 minutes to cry before I get ready because I know it's gonna happen because I just don't want to do it. But once I'm in it, I'm in love with it. When I first started, I was so much more of a club kid, like super androgynous and crazy colors, and I had no filler, so that was. Once I started getting filler, I started becoming a little more like a lady. You know what it is about the getting ready process? It's monotonous. And then especially when you're city to city to city to city, I can't have that much fun anymore getting ready in drag. You know what I mean? I used to get ready with all kinds of people and get to experiment. Now it's just like paint by numbers, which is great because I still look beautiful. But I miss that kind of fun, just starting out excited drag. Feel your puss down deep in your soul. God damn it. Oh, it's gonna be stuck in my head all day now. Feel your puss down deep in your soul. Well, this is hauntingly familiar. Here we go again. Rehab is back in session. My name is Detox, and I am from season 5, where I came in 4th. When I got the call about All Stars, it was an immediate yes for me, mentally. Because I felt like I had grown so much, I felt like I had something to prove, I felt like I had something to say, but it was scheduling. I honestly was so freaked out about scheduling, so concerned about whether or not I can get my stuff together in time. You can go in there thinking that you're super prepared, and then once you get there, you realize it's its own monster. That was the only thing that I was hesitant about, is whether or not I was physically ready for it. But I was.
Detox. Oh, okay. Oh my God!
It's really telling that half of the cast is from season 5. Season 5's cast was brilliant. You had all kinds of characters from all kinds of different walks of life in the drag community. And you also had some really huge names in the drag community. Roxy Andrews, multi-title holder, legend. Alyssa Edwards, multi-title holder, legend. Coco Montrese, multi-title holder, legend in the drag realm. I feel like that season is when people who are drag aficionados finally looked at Drag Race okay, bitch, this is about drag. The drama that you were thrown with eliminating each other, crazy. The challenges, crazy. The fan base, crazy. The judges, the prizes, everything about it was just amazing. Eyes on the chalkboard, I spell it out for you. D to the E to the T to the O to the whole dude. X, Naomi, Kimberly, these hoes to the crown. Next. Read You Wrote You? It's amazing. Nobody heard each other's lyrics, nobody heard each other's verses until the night before we went in to do the rehearsal for the blocking and the choreography. And when they gave us our iPods with that track on it, we were all sitting around this little table with an umbrella, smoking cigarettes, dying, because we just knew. And it wasn't even finished. None of them had been tweaked. They just had everything so we could learn our parts. And everyone on set was this is gonna be f***ing epic. And it was. I feel like I have shown such an amount of growth and maturity and humility that I want to just travel around the world and share that with everyone and say that it will get better no matter how crazy or weird you may be, that I could be some kind of a beacon of hope for all those weirdos out there. It was harder not to win season 2 of All Stars, for sure. It hit me really hard. I know that Alaska like killed it, she murdered it, but I know that I went out there and I killed it. What kind of breaks my heart about the whole thing is to be considered the third runner-up instead of the second runner-up instead of the first runner-up. Because statistically, I did better than Katya. I walked out of there thinking like, you know what, Alaska's probably gonna win this, but if she doesn't get it, it's mine. That's how I walked out feeling. I was able to showcase me at my best. Do you know what I mean? And my best then. I feel like I've grown even more since then even.
Detox's sister, Heather.
Yes! Seeing my sister walk into the workroom is stirring up all these emotions because just last week, it was the anniversary of my father's passing. So that's been on my mind a lot lately. And to have my heart and my soul, my best friend, it's like a godsend. God damn it. I hate when. Here's the funny story. Here's a little backstory about that All Stars moment when Heather came out. It was a week after my father had passed away. And luckily for me, my sister's my attorney. So they allowed me to call her on the night of the day that he passed, just to check in on the family. To see, say, hi, I'm doing really great. Everything's going really well. I miss you guys. I hope you're feeling well. It's been a year. And she knew on that conversation that she was coming. And I had no idea. So when she walked in, I could not be consoled. I lost my mind. It was such an important moment for the both of us, I think. Clearly, it still affects me now. I couldn't have imagined sharing that with anyone else but her. Oh my God, it's so nice out today. My sister obviously is a huge part of my life. She moved to Chicago 6 months after I moved to LA, after she convinced me to move to LA. Which granted, I was pissed at the time, but it was the best move I could have ever done. I always thought about kind of moving here. I didn't think it was gonna be as quickly as it happened. But I was visiting, I was out in Boys Town and got a little drunk and came home and she said the house across the street just came on the market. It's been there for like 2 weeks. Let's go look at it.
We're in marital bliss across the street from each other.
From each other. I fell in love with the house and I drunkenly put in a really low offer, like thinking, oh God, it's never gonna get accepted. And the next day they called and said, congratulations, we have accepted your offer. So I basically bought a house drunk. So that whole process was going on. I was like, oh God, what have I done? I'm not ready to leave LA. I don't know how am I gonna how am I gonna make this work? I've never lived on my own before. What am I doing? I was like, well, okay, that's fine. I won't get approved for the loan. I have no credit. It's fine. I've been living off the books for years. I'm good. DragCon weekend comes around, New York City. We're setting up DragCon. We immediately, as soon as we connect to the Wi-Fi, get an email. Congratulations, you've been approved for your loan. Obviously, it's a little crazy right now.
Some things never change.
Okay, well, let's not go in here.
Ah, my house.
Look, there's your house! I think we really need to get Campbell's soup cans. It's so cliche, but it just was like everything happens for a reason, and I was not expecting it to happen, and it did, and I could not be happier. This is the happiest I've been in years.
The pool's all set up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show it to me?
Mm-hmm. Here we are. The pool! Yay! No, we had crazy electrical. Oh God, the boxes. Can somebody come and take care of this?
Well,
Can we have your kids do it?
I'll try.
And then,
How's the move been?
the move has been dreadful. The room of carpets.
You have a lot of carpets.
A lot of carpets.
The polar
And
bear habitat?
habitat. I kind of want to leave it the way it is, but at least have the walls cleaned, or at least repaint them white. But I kind of like the fact that
The texture.
that there's texture.
You definitely need a lot of fur everywhere.
I want a lot of fur everywhere. Heather was an interior decorator, so she was going to school for that for a while before she decided to become a lawyer. And we've always had you know, a passion for design, period. This is just another expansion of me being able to express my creativity in my own home. And, you know, I have all these beautiful things. Now I have a beautiful place to put them in. And now I get to make it my own. It's the first time I've ever lived on my own, ever. You know, I'm 33 years old and that's my first time. And now I have a huge, you know, 3,000 some odd square foot home with a pool.
It feels warm.
It does feel warm. Watch yourself,
So exciting. Members only.
I know, members only. Okay, so here is, I mean, you've seen it before, but it's been cleaned and drained and all kinds of things. And
Don't fall in.
I'm gonna try not to fall in. Are you coming up here? Be careful, please. I'm more concerned about you than me. Oh God! It's too early in the morning to be crying about this. Okay. I probably would not be here if it weren't for my sister Heather. She is my lifesaver. She's my role model, my icon, my best friend, my savior in Christ. She's everything to me. I mean, there's a reason we live right across the street from each other. I spend more time in her house than I do at my own because I get to hang out with her kids. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her. She's the only person, the first and only person who has supported me fully as an individual, as a gay person, as a queer person, as an artist, is the only one who has given me the wings to fly to where I am now. Guys, I'm feeling my puss down deep in my soul. I don't know about you. Show is at 11:30, right? Okay. What is next for Detox? Honestly, it's hard for me to tell because I feel like there are so many opportunities out there. I feel like the world is my oyster and that I'm just there. I have so many oysters to really pick from. I don't have any regrets. I think that, you know, and that's also maybe a cliche thing to say. The paths that I've taken in life have gotten me to where I am and I'm so happy right now. And I think that that's an awesome thing. It's been a hard road to travel, but it's gotten me here and I've survived. And I think that no matter what I do anyways, that Detox is going to be somewhat involved. Detox is what got me here. Detox is already immortal. Detox, this is going to sound like bull. Detox is happy for the first time in a long time. And that means something. Okay, I haven't done this in a long time and these pants are very tight, so we'll see what happens here. That's like the only move I know. And I'm dizzy.